I think it's been long enough. Let's take a quick gander, yes I said it, at the armour. It's kind of armour now. This is what they are calling evolving armour. That kind of changes its appearance depending on how you have leveled it. And as you can see, it looks different there. That's basically phase 1 and that's basically phase 2. So you can see what it is going to be like in the marketplace. More importantly here is the fact that that's actually the ephemera. That's not the Sandana. That's the ephemera. See it? Ever so slightly. And however it looks, we'll get to that. I don't know. I haven't got it to do a damn thing yet because I've been waiting for them to hotfix this and fix it. Because it should really tell you in here. It does. Unfocus for this ephemera. And if we go to attachments and ephemera and we find this thing, I don't know why I even scroll down. Where there it is. The Protovyre Ephemera. I've used this thing not a lot, but enough to be able to turn around and say, excuse me, 0 of 250,000 focus gained, no. There's a reason for this. And that would be if you go into, well, your warframes, your weapons, anything, and you need a lens equipped. And you can tell what has a lens equipped by the side of their name. It says what lens they have equipped. Oops. I've made this video 3 times complaining about the fact that it's still broken. And it's not broken. Well, it is, but not for this reason. It's broken because if I equip Harrow, you can see the lens is there. But I'm not using Harrow. I'm using Harrow Prime at the moment. And it's not working. Because you need lenses. Yup. Why am I mentioning lenses? First off, before we go any further, the conversion rate is obviously higher with the higher level lens you have equipped. This is important because if you have a normal lens installed, it's going to take a lot longer to get the conversion rate to get the ephemera leveled up. The rest of the stuff is fine. The ephemera, you're going to be aiming more towards the lower lenses to try and get them done much quicker, or Eidolon lenses. And the sucky thing about it is, no matter what you do, you're never going to have enough lenses for what you need to do. Interestingly enough, once you have actually completed it, Ordus will send you a new piece of kit. You can stick with the original one if you want to. We'll go back to this and we have the original one and then there's the new one. There is very, very subtle differences between the two. The standard one is kind of small and subtle, and you can see the bit sticking out the back, and then this one is bigger and shinier and has more bits to it. There's now what looks like a belt and the chest sticks out just a little bit more and it now has a belt to it. But you will notice what I was doing to actually use this. I was using it hidden. Just can't see it at all. But you do have to remember, if you are playing with these, don't continue wearing the normal one. You have to wear the second one and gain 500,000. Wow. And that would be the 500,000 challenge done. And yeah, ignore that. I wish that would go up quicker. So I'm going to take a guess and say after that, message to the inbox, this one containing another Sandana. An evolving ephemera, sorry. An evolving ephemera that draws upon sentient technology. That's a little bit better. You can actually see all of the parts. And I was right. There are knee parts to this. And you can see the ephemera ever so slightly has that goldy, reflecty. It is just classed as an evolving ephemera that draws upon sentient technology. Earn focus with this ephemera equipped to unlock 2 additional looks. The first one, I ran around with this on for quite a while, and it was bugged on first release, didn't gain anything and took it off. But as you can see, the second phase of this looks so much nicer, and they are in fact knee plates and forearm plates and shoulder plates and a chest plate and a stomach guard. And I do not know what that thing is supposed to be sticking out of the back that ends in the final form for this thing that is just straight up nuts. The whole thing round the front is kind of merged into one chest, stomach, codpiece. The knee plates are now at the back of the leg. The arm plates are huge, and that thing sticking out the back, yeah, it's like a sandana all of its own. Actually, it is the Apex Ephemera. And as soon as you kind of... I don't know why it did that. I put the weapon away and the entire codpiece kind of disappeared. Oh, it also looks a lot better now than it did before. That was kind of weird, but obviously you may have seen people running around with this for the past month because it was bugged for some people. You see, it stopped. The codpiece has disappeared again. But it does look nice when you are actually using it, and it gains that affinity, and it looks in its full-blown glory when it is shiny and glowing and everything else. But considering there is, and you can see it now starting to fade away because I'm not moving, I'm not gaining affinity, it grows with kills. During survival missions, this thing actually looks kind of amazing. The rest of the time, it just... I actually love that about this ephemera. The fact that it disappears and it's not in your face, but at the same time, being the angle that you look at a Warframe here... No, different weapon. I'm really glad it fades out for that reason right there. If you... if that wasn't bad enough, with this weapon, just kind of... Yeah. Everybody says this thing is going to get nerfed because everybody's using it. Yeah, you can't see when using it. This weapon has its downsides for a reason, but this ephemera, absolutely love it. Oh, why did you do that? I said to do that, thank you. I love the fact it fades out, so it's not in your face all of the time, which a lot of ephemeras have the problem of doing. Do we have to mention the wings that take up your entire screen as you're trying to do anything? This fades out in just the right spots, that it's not in your face. It's not shining like crazy. And it just... the fact it evolves into this form, to get here you have to get 750,000 focus. That is a lot of focus. I may have done that fairly quickly. I know people who actually did it quicker, but that was once it actually started gaining focus, because it was kind of broken at first. Granted, as well, I'll admit this, they did fix it back in December. I just didn't try to use it since then. Though the armor set itself is a whole other issue of hosting and lots of other things. But this ephemera, yes, you have to work for it. That's what makes it look good. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.